Ladies and gentlemen, every morning when you open your eyes, life gives you a brand, new chance a brand, new page. What you write on that page is completely your choice. Some people repeat yesterday, but a few rare people decide to change their tomorrow. And remember this, your life will only change the moment you decide to change. You are not stuck. You are stronger than your excuses. You are bigger than your fears. Every great success story started with one simple thought: I can do this. And if you watch this every day, remind yourself every day, and push yourself every day, your life cannot stay the same. Don't wait for motivation, create it. Don't wait for opportunities, prepare for them. Your future self is watching every decision you make today. Will you make that future proud? Your entire life is controlled by one thing, your mindset. It is the invisible engine behind every decision, every action, every reaction, every success, and every failure. Most people try to change their circumstances, their surroundings, their relationships, or their situations, but nothing truly changes until the mindset behind those situations changes first. When you shift the way you think, you shift the direction of your life. A positive, disciplined, focused mindset can turn the most ordinary person into someone extraordinary. It gives you power over fear, power over doubt, and power over every limitation you once believed about yourself. Mindset is not just about thinking good thoughts. It's about training your brain to see possibilities instead of problems, solutions instead of excuses, progress instead of perfection. Watching something powerful every day slowly rewires your brain. The same way, negative content can drain your energy. Positive and purposeful content can rebuild your confidence, sharpen your clarity, and strengthen your inner drive. Your mindset is the filter through which you see the world. If your filter is dirty with fear, negativity, and self-doubt, everything looks difficult. But when your filter is clean and strong, challenges look like opportunities, setbacks look like lessons, and failures look like stepping stones. Every successful person in the world first changed their thinking before their circumstances changed. They didn't wait for motivation. They didn't wait for the perfect time. They worked on shifting their mindset until their mind became stronger than their situations. Once you control your mindset, you control your emotions, your habits, your reactions, and eventually your destiny. Motivation is like a spark, bright, exciting, energizing, but it fades quickly. Consistency, on the other hand, is like a slow, burning fire that never goes out. Most people rely on motivation to start something, but the truth is motivation cannot carry you to the finish line. It comes in waves. Some days you feel powerful and unstoppable, and other days you feel tired, distracted, or completely unmotivated. That's normal, but that is exactly why consistency matters more than motivation. Consistency means doing the work even when the mood is gone. It means showing up when you don't feel like it, pushing forward when your mind tries to negotiate with you, and taking small steps even when life throws challenges at you. When you are consistent, every single day counts, even the days when progress feels slow or invisible. Because consistency builds momentum, and momentum builds success. Think of the strongest people you admire: athletes, creators, business leaders, performers. None of them became great because they were motivated every day. They became great because they built routines, habits, and systems that carried them forward when motivation disappeared. They made consistency their lifestyle. Every time you repeat an action, even a small one, you are programming your brain, training your discipline, and building your identity. You start to see yourself as someone who follows through, someone who doesn't quit, someone who gets things done. And once that identity becomes strong, consistency becomes effortless because it becomes part of who you are. Big goals don't change your life. Small habits repeated every single day do. Most people think success requires giant leaps, dramatic decisions, or overnight transformations. But the truth is, life changes quietly, gradually, through the little things you do consistently without even noticing. Reading 10 minutes a day doesn't feel like much, but over a year it becomes hours of new knowledge. Walking for 20 minutes a day doesn't feel like a workout, but over months it strengthens your body and clears your mind. Saving a small amount of money every day doesn't feel powerful, but over time it builds stability and confidence. These tiny actions compound just like interest in a bank account, growing in the background while you focus on living your life. Small habits are powerful because they are easy to start, easy to continue, and easy to multiply. Once you improve one area, that improvement spills into others. A small change in your morning routine can improve your energy, which improves your focus, which improves your productivity, which improves your results. Your whole life begins to shift simply because you decided to show up in small ways every day. The beauty of small habits is that they don't overwhelm you, they don't demand perfection, they only require commitment. And every time you choose a small habit over a small excuse, you prove to yourself that you can take control. You start becoming the kind of person who doesn't wait for change you created. Success is never the result of one huge decision. It's the outcome of hundreds of tiny choices you make when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one even knows you're trying. Those little decisions shape your future more than any big event ever could. Excuses are the most silent killers of dreams. They sound reasonable, they sound comfortable, and they sound harmless, but they slowly destroy every possibility you have for growth. Every time you say, "I'm tired," "I'll start tomorrow," "I don't have time," or "I'm not ready," you are giving your power away. Excuses don't protect you, they limit you. They build invisible walls around your potential, and the worst part is, those walls feel real even when they aren't. Your mind is designed to keep you safe, and safety often disguises itself as excuses. It convinces you to stay inside your comfort zone, to avoid risks, to avoid discomfort, to avoid effort. But what feels safe today becomes a cage tomorrow. The same excuses you repeat become habits, and these habits quietly decide the direction of your life. The moment you replace excuses with action, even small action, everything shifts. Action builds confidence, action builds momentum, action turns fear into courage and doubt into clarity. Once you start taking action, your mind begins to trust you. You stop negotiating with your weakness and start strengthening your discipline. You start choosing progress over perfection, movement over hesitation, courage over comfort. People who change their lives aren't the ones who never feel lazy or scared, they're the ones who act anyway. They know waiting for the perfect moment is just another excuse. They know starting small is better than not starting at all. They know action creates results, while excuses create regret. And slowly, with every action you take, you start to realize that your potential was never the problem your excuses were. Your environment is one of the strongest forces influencing your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your future. Most people underestimate how deeply their surroundings affect them. The people you talk to, the content you watch, the conversations you hear, the energy you stay around, all of it slowly programs your mind. You are constantly absorbing ideas, beliefs, fears, and attitudes from the world around you, whether you realize it or not. If you live around negativity long enough, negativity starts feeling normal. If you listen to people who complain, blame, and criticize all the time, you start picking up the same behaviors. If you surround yourself with people who don't believe in growth, you stop believing in your own growth. The environment doesn't just influence you, it shapes you. And sometimes the only reason your life feels stuck is because your surroundings are stuck. But the beautiful part is that you can choose what you surround yourself with. You can choose what you watch, what you listen to, what you consume, and who you allow into your mental space. When you start filling your mind with positive, powerful, and purposeful content, your thinking begins to elevate. Watching motivational videos daily, hearing strong messages, absorbing disciplined mindsets, it slowly reshapes your identity from the inside out. A strong environment pushes you to grow instead of holding you back. It lifts your standards, challenges your comfort zone, and inspires you to aim higher than before. When you are surrounded by voices that believe in discipline, improvement, and success, you naturally start adopting the same values. You begin to feel more capable, more focused, and more driven. Your surroundings can either drain your energy or multiply it. They can either keep you average or lift you into excellence. And the moment you intentionally build an environment that feeds your ambition instead of your weakness, your entire direction in life begins to shift. Every single choice you make today is silently shaping the person you will become tomorrow. Your future is not decided by luck, chance, or destiny. It is built by the actions you take right now, in this moment, even the small ones that seem unimportant. Most people don't realize how powerful their daily decisions are. They think one day won't matter, one skipped workout won't matter, one missed opportunity won't matter. But the truth is, your life is the sum of those small decisions repeated over time. Your future self is watching you. The version of you that will exist 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, is being created by how you spend your days today. If you choose discipline today, your future becomes stronger. If you choose excuses today, your future becomes weaker. The choices you make now are planting seeds that will grow into results, circumstances, habits, and realities that you will have to live with later. Think about it this way: your future self will either thank you or blame you. They will thank you for the sacrifices you made, the consistency you maintained, the habits you built, the risks you took, the effort you put into becoming better. Or they will blame you for wasting time, running from growth, settling for less, and letting fear control your decisions. Every day you wake up, you have a chance to build a future you're proud of. Success is not one big decision, it's 1,000 tiny choices that slowly move you forward. And each time you choose progress, even a small step, you shift your life's direction. You stop living by chance and start living by design. The more you honor your goals today, the more your future self rises in confidence, strength, and clarity. Your future is being built right now, silently, quietly, through the consistency you apply, the actions you take, and the standards you hold yourself to. Everything in your life rises or falls based on what you believe you deserve. Your belief system is like the thermostat of your life. No matter how much progress you make, you will always return to the level you think you're worthy of. If you believe you deserve an average life, you will settle for average effort, average habits, average relationships, and average dreams. But the moment you decide you deserve more, everything inside you begins to transform. Believing you deserve more isn't arrogance, it's self-respect. It's recognizing that your life has value, your dreams have meaning, and your potential has depth. Most people don't lack talent or opportunity, they lack belief. They sabotage their own success because deep down they don't feel worthy of greatness. They tell themselves, people like me don't achieve big things, without ever questioning where that belief came from or why they are holding on to it. When you start believing you deserve more, you start setting higher standards. You no longer tolerate negativity, toxic habits, or excuses. You no longer shrink yourself to fit into environments that don't appreciate your growth. You no longer allow fear to dictate the size of your dreams. Instead, you begin to move with confidence, clarity, and purpose. You start making choices that align with your highest potential rather than your lowest self-doubt. Belief is the foundation of action. When you believe something is possible for you, your mind begins to search for ways to achieve it. You become more open to opportunities, more willing to learn, more ready to take risks, and more determined to persist. Your belief becomes the energy that fuels your discipline, your consistency, and your resilience. It becomes the voice that tells you, even during your hardest moments, you are capable. Keep going. And as your belief grows, so does your life. Suddenly, the dreams that once felt impossible begin to feel achievable. The goals that once felt too big begin to feel natural, because when you elevate your belief, you elevate your behavior, and when you elevate your behavior, you elevate your entire life. So wake up. Stand up and show the world who you really are, because the power to change your life isn't somewhere outside. It's inside you right now.